scientific death.
Looking at this archival photograph of a 1960s power station, you get a sense of the massive scale and extreme physical forces harnessed inside. The lifeblood of this plant ran through a network of thick-walled alloy steel pipes. This was superheated utility steam, operating at a staggering 2,400 pounds per square inch and reaching temperatures over 540 degrees Celsius. During a full load generation run, an operator walked along an elevated catwalk. He was conducting a routine visual inspection, relying entirely on his eyes and ears to check for mechanical vibrations along the pipe supports. But hidden inside a primary drainage elbow just ahead of him, a microscopic pinhole fatigue crack had slowly developed in a weld. As the operator stepped past that joint, the extreme internal pressure sheared through the weakened metal. A jet of steam erupted directly across his path on the catwalk. He heard nothing and saw nothing before it hit him. How does a jet of water vapor tear through steel, kill a human in seconds, and remain completely invisible while doing it? When we think of steam, we usually picture the wet, white mist whistling out of a boiling tea kettle. But industrial superheated steam is heated far past the standard boiling point of water. Because of this extreme heat, the steam becomes completely dry. There are no liquid water droplets left to scatter light, which renders the gas 100% invisible to the naked eye. Inside the pipe, that invisible gas is heavily compressed at 2,400 psi. Outside on the catwalk, the atmospheric air pressure is roughly 14 psi. That creates a catastrophic pressure differential. This diagram shows the moment the barrier fails. The compressed steam's potential energy instantly converts into kinetic velocity, exploding outward at supersonic speeds. Moving at Mach 2, this invisible gas acts like a structural blade, slicing cleanly through solid matter. The operator walked unprotected into a Mach 2 invisible mechanical saw. Water possesses latent heat, the massive amount of energy required to turn a liquid into a gas. Superheated steam carries roughly 2,260 joules per gram of this latent heat, in addition to its extreme temperature. This chart illustrates the phase change. When the invisible gas impacts a cooler body, it instantly condenses into boiling water. Dropping into a liquid state produces a massive spike in energy transfer, dumping its stored heat directly onto the target surface. The resulting biological destruction happens in 3 stages. First is kinetic dissection. The Mach 2 force effortlessly pierces heavy industrial clothing, physically tearing through dermal and muscular tissue like a high-pressure impact. Second is instantaneous thermal denaturation. As the latent heat dumps into the body, it vaporizes cellular moisture, cooking the surrounding tissue down to the bone in a fraction of a second. Finally, the inhalation response. This sudden shock forces the operator to gasp, pulling the superheated vapor deep into his respiratory tract. It condenses inside the lungs, triggering instant airway closure and massive pulmonary edema. This combination of extreme neurogenic shock, immediate respiratory destruction, and rapid cardiovascular collapse forces clinical death within seconds. The 1966 disaster made one thing clear: our evolutionary human senses of sight and hearing are completely inadequate defense mechanisms against extreme thermodynamics. The immediate safety protocol adopted by the industry was surprisingly low-tech. Operators were mandated to hold a long wooden push broom out in front of them whenever they searched for leaks. Watch these bristles. Because the jet is a physical force, the supersonic stream will cleanly shear the wood and plastic right off the broom head, revealing the deadly blade before a human steps into it. Today, high-pressure steam installations are monitored using continuous infrared thermal imaging grids. Superheated steam emits a distinct thermal signature in the infrared spectrum, allowing digital cameras to pinpoint microleaks long before personnel enter the area. Modern construction standards also target the source. As you can see in this photo of a device strapped to a pipe, power plants legally mandate 100% radiographic or X-ray testing on all high-pressure welds to detect internal fatigue microcracks. To create a dual fail-safe system, technicians layer ultrasonic testing over those same welds, using high-frequency sound waves to map the interior structure of the metal.
Harnessing the terrifying physical forces required for modern power generation demands that we engineer technology to see the unseen, because in these environments, what we cannot see can kill us instantly.